Hi, my name is Mosiah Fit. I'm the first place National Veterans Creative Arts Competition winner. I'm a founder of a youth program called the Black Wolf Youth Scouts, which started in 2016. I've created many youth-led movements, programs, activities, outdoor movie nights, church acting, schools, camping, trips, boating, fitness, and health, entrepreneurship, and so much more. Youth is my passion. Story Dolls I created in 2015 after the death of my daughter, Chase. My son was born, Sire Fit, and that's what I do this for. I do this for my children that are here and for my children that are to come. I believe it's most important for us to leave a legacy for our family members. We live in a world that hides the truth, that deceives our youth, that tries to make everything look happy, like it's just all smiles and sweet. But that's not the truth. It's not the real case. It's not the real facts of this country, especially that I live in, called the United States of America. The United States of America is birthed in blood, sweat, and tears of my ancestors, which is the reason why I've created all of these dolls, keep their legacy alive. It is my job and your job to continue the legacy of those who have died, who had to run, be separated from their family members, just so that you and I could be here today. Whether you call yourself an African, African American, a Black person, an indigenous, native, a Moor, or an Indian, just remember that we are all treated based on our color, based on our complexion, based on our length, our height, our strength, all things that the mother, the earth, does not judge us by. The earth has plenty of room for us all. So that is what Story Dolls is about. Story Dolls is about telling the truth to our children, to our future, and giving us the opportunity to unite through storytelling. Hope you enjoy this. Please share it and join this legacy movement. Thank you.
What a time to be alive. Now that the world has removed those crazy white men like Trump from power, we can experience heaven right here on earth.
Yes, we have restored Mother Nature's prosperity. The food is plentiful and free. Animals that were extinct have returned, and children are being born like never before.
Every man has vowed to defend the planet with his own life. Any human or creature who harms the mother's creation in any way will be rehabilitated with love and compassion first. Unlike the old ways of the white man's inhumane prison system.
Yes, herbs, water cleansing, meditation, community service, and other forms of holistic treatment is at our disposal. No more abandoned children who grow into unhealed adults. The world has agreed to put charity first. The destructive system of capitalism is no more.
Okay, brothers and sisters, we can celebrate later. We still have a few minutes before the last group of evil white men will have to stand before the Sultan and be judged for their evil deeds. I hear this Sultan was once a prisoner of the white man. All rise for the Sultan.
record and take as much pictures as you please. The mother is law. Your Honor, today's defendant is Nathan Bedford Forrest.
Another evil white man.
He is the Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. He is being tried for every crime that exists under the sun.
Mr. Forrest, how do you plead?
Guilty, but due to insanity, Your Honor.
So you're saying you are not criminally responsible for committing every crime that exists under the sun?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right then, let us proceed. Defense?
Give thanks to this great ancestor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Forrest, is it true that you were a Confederate general during the years of slavery and the Civil War?
That's true.
Is it also true that you joined the KKK in 1867 and because of your wealth from slave trading?
Less than 200 years ago, in the United States of America, people who are considered as Black or African Americans today were not considered as full human beings. We would be picking cotton for little to no payment and doing other laborious jobs. It was called chattel slavery. Little children would also be working from sunup to sundown, usually completely naked. White people, like this man on the horse, forced them to work for him. If they did not obey him, he and other white men and white women would tie up the slaves and whip them, cut them, have other slaves to beat them, rape them, starve them, sell them, or even kill them. This is what our forefathers and foremothers had to go through, and the United States of America's government has done nothing for us to heal us, repay us, which is called reparations.
You were chosen to be the Grand Wizard?
That's true.
Oh, say, can you see? Stop. Let's go on down to the third stanza. Bet you never read this part. No refuge could save the hireling and slave from the terror of flight or the gloom of the grave.
Is it also true that from 1865 to 1876, your organization lynched over 2,000 emancipated so-called Black Negroes or colored people?
That's true.
Mr. Forrest, why would you do such an hideous thing?
Well, you see, my family was poor and we grew up in Tennessee. And I was determined to get me and my 9 siblings out of poverty. So I worked really hard and rose to leadership positions and got wealthy. I became a slave jail operator, and that's when I picked me up a few slaves of my own. I love all my slaves like they was my family.
Continue, Mr. Forrest. We want to know what made you lynch so many of my people.
Well, slavery is a sport, And white men take our sports very seriously. Like football, basketball, baseball. And we, like the football team, have to keep our players in check. Because if you don't, you lose the game. And nobody wants to be a loser. What the
Order. Mr. Forrest, please continue.
As I was saying, us white men don't like to lose. So we have to whip our slaves when they get out of order.
Would whip their slaves to the point that they would bleed. They also separated the slaves from their family members, including the little babies, from their mothers and fathers. They would force the slaves to work from sunrise to sunset and not pay them anything. They would also kill their slaves when the slaves did not follow the dishonorable people's rules.
And sometimes, like players do, they get out of line and we have to make an example out of them, like they did that boy O.J. Simpson.
A fixed term of 15 years.
Or Kyrie Irving.
This morning, an apology from Nets star Kyrie Irving for tweeting a link to an anti-Semitic documentary. The apology coming just hours after the team suspended him for 5 games without pay for initially defending his actions. Irving posted his apology on Instagram.
Or Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown.
He should be ashamed of himself.
He's a team destroyer.
He is the kind of player I would never, ever want to play for.
Or Muhammad Ali.
I'm not going to help nobody get something my Negroes don't have. If I'm going to die, I'll die now, right here fighting you. If I'm going to die, you my enemy. My enemy is the white people, not Viet Congs or Chinese or Japanese. You my opposer when I want freedom. You my opposer when I want justice. You my opposer when I want equality. You won't even stand up for me in America for my religious beliefs, and you want me to go somewhere and fight, but you won't even stand up for me here at home.
Or Colin Kaepernick.
Continue to sit. I'm going to continue to stand with the people that are being oppressed. To me, this is something that has to change. And when there's significant change, and I feel like that flag represents what it's supposed to represent, and this country is representing people the way that it's supposed to, I'll stand.
Okay, Mr. Forrest. We get it. So what you're saying is you treat slavery like it's a sport, and you punish your slaves like they are players when they don't perform as expected? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Mr. Forrest, are you aware that your mentality is a mental illness? Well, I never thought of it that way. I just thought that's what white men were born to do. Even in the Bible, it says for slaves to be obedient to their masters. And it being that the colors ain't the master, it was speaking about them. They ought to be obedient to us white men. Mr. Forrest, you are oh so wrong, and the furthest from the truth. You see, Mr. Forrest, the Bible is a, as you call us, black man, woman, and child's story. The setting of the story is in northern Africa. Africa is predominantly a black, or in my terms, Moor land. Today, and always has been, and always will be. So the Bible couldn't have possibly been referring to you, white men. Well, if that's the case, then why is the blacks under us white men all over the world? You all wear our clothes, eat from our grocery stores.
Attention, Walmart customers, all black people leave the store now. To my shock and just total disgust.
Angry.
Drive our cars, go to our schools, and love our month. Mr. Forrest, it is a condition of ours that we are a pure people. We are historically accustomed to a paradise reality where everything is free, in harmony, and spiritual.
In America, there once were a people who lived like the Egyptians in Africa. But one day,
when you came to our lands across the world, we received you as our guest. Some of our own people assisted your journey.
But one day, a very dishonorable people came to the Americas and made them into slaves.
But we never expected you to treat us worse than our native enemies. So you're saying your people are too stupid to realize that they are still slaves, even though they can afford to live in the white man's paradise? I'm saying that because our people are naturally accustomed to living a heaven on earth, we are more susceptible to withstand terror.
Like this. They have done very, very, very bad things to the earth, including wars, killing children, forcing fathers in jails and in prison, killing animals, and forcing these animals into cages that we call zoos. These kind of people are very, very mentally ill. They are the dishonorable ones.
That sounds mighty stupid to me. Who the hell wants to live underneath someone who will lynch them in the blink of an eye? Your Honor, that will be all for me. I hand the podium over to Marcus Mosiah Garvey.
Inspiration is like